Hello everybody and welcome back to another video here on the Jurassic Park Podcast YouTube channel. I am Brad Jost, the host of the Jurassic Park Podcast, and today we're going to be taking a look at Walmart's Battle Damage Gallimimus, and this thing's very cool. I have been dying for another sculpt when it comes to the Gallimimus. Initially, when the Gallimimus showed up, the Attack Pack ones, I was like a little iffy. I thought they looked kind of goofy, but then I kind of grew to love them. I have a few of them now. And now we have the Battle Damage version, which is a different sculpt. It looks like its stance completely different. I love this thing. It's got a great paint job on there. I love how the neck is kind of bent upwards instead of like shooting out like the other ones. We'll compare them later and all that. So I can't wait to dive in, unbox this thing, review it for you guys. So let's start out here by taking a closer look at the box. Okay, as always, we've got the great imagery in the background with the volcano. You got a forest back there. You can see it nice and clear this time. Let's see, we got Owen in blue. As always, we got the Battle Damage logo there. Gallimimus 3+, Jurassic World logo on the top as well. On the side as well. On this side as well. The bottom, not much there. Let's take a look at the back. So, on this part, we have Battle Damage versions of Blue, Herrerasaurus, Stiggy, and the Triceratops. I don't have the Triceratops. That one's like kind of like a baby-ish. It's kind of an odd size. I like all the other ones, but that Triceratops is a little odd size to me, so I never got it. Let's see, we have Activate the Battle Damage by just tapping the Battle Damage. That's really it. Let's see what else. This is a Jurassic Facts app dinosaur as well, so make sure to scan the bottom of the foot so you can add it to your collection. Why don't we go ahead and dive right into the Battle Damage Gallimimus. Alright, so here she is. Battle Damage and all. I like this thing. It's great. I love the posture of it. Like I said, I think this is a better, more bird-like natural posture than the other one. The other one was kind of like in a running position, so this is kind of just standing around. I love the fact that we have different postures now and posability for these different dinosaurs, because this one's completely different in a lot of ways. We'll take a look at the other ones in a little bit. So on this side, we have no battle damage. We have some giant feet, so let's take a look. Sorry, my hand's in the way. We got some giant feet on these guys. That's fantastic. There you go. There's the Jurassic Facts app and the logo on the bottom. Let's look at the tail. So the tail is a bit disconnected here. It doesn't really, I guess it does sort of spin, not really. So I don't know, I wouldn't mess around with that too much. Just kind of keep it where it is. Sorry, I know that was a little bit blurry. This is definitely disconnected there. And the paint job, I kind of like that. The little tiger striping on there kind of continues along the back as well and the neck. That's very cool. It does have the speckling as well, so you get a lot of black speckles in there, or brown. Goes along the back as well, and then up the neck. Now the eyeball is not exactly painted on the eye. It's a little bit off. I guess that happens, you know, it's not too much of a big deal. But you know, I can't really complain about that. It's such a tiny spot, and from here, hey, it looks like it's in the right spot, right? Now this side, let's see. It actually hit the mark there, so that's pretty good. You got the battle damage on this side, and yeah, obviously you can tell there. I know a lot of people have been asking me about the battle damage and whether I like it or not, and if I would change it or go to a different style. I'm fine with it. I don't think it's that bad. I think it's better than losing a piece. So here, you won't ever lose that. All you do is just tap it, and it reveals the battle damage. And this actually, you can tell it has kind of like a chunk even torn out of the flesh itself. So that's kind of cool. This is nasty. But you know, if another dinosaur or something comes along, it just butts into that, and there you go. It took a chunk out. So that's cool. I really appreciate that battle damage. I think it's fun. The arms here swivel outwards. That's kind of weird. It looks like you want to do some sort of dance or something. And then you can also pivot them up and down as well. So there's a lot of motion out of that. The neck itself does move quite a bit as well, so that's an odd pose. But, yeah, you know, you never know what you need to do with this thing. And it goes all the way up as well, so that's very cool. And like I said, this is more bird-like. This looks more like an ostrich or an emu than the predecessor when it comes to the Gallimimus, the attack packs. So the legs, let's see what the legs do. Not getting much movement here. There we go. Bends all the way, well, not all the way around. That's about it. That's the range of motion right there. I wouldn't really push it any farther than that. Probably the same goes on this side. This side's a little bit looser, but yeah, I'm not pushing it any further than that. So yeah, I mean, there's not a ton of posability when it comes to this animal, but you don't really need it, I guess. It does not move in and out like some of the other dinosaurs. So this is odd. I'm wondering how well this is gonna stand. Okay, there it is. It's not the best. It looks like the foot is sort of on the ground, but not fully. Yeah, that's weird. Let me see if I can get a better position there. All right, so when you put the thing down, it actually works pretty well. When you have the feet kind of one behind the other in a way, so you can see there. It's still not perfect, you know, it's not 100%. I don't know why. No matter what I do, I can't seem to get a perfect positioning when it comes to these feet. It's like, you can tell it's not fully on the ground there. It's kind of just on its toes, which I guess is fine, but it seems sturdy enough if I just throw it down, so that works. But it is a bit odd that it's not as flat-footed as I'd like, but it works. I guess that's fine. Why don't we go ahead and compare it to two of the other Gallimimus? So there's those two right there. You can tell this guy is actually really low. I don't know what's going on. He's got some weird feet positioning too, and obviously not so sturdy. Oh man, I don't know what happened. It was fine. I didn't even touch it. It just decided, hey, it's time to fall. That guy is a little bit more upright over there, and then he is totally upright. So I am very happy though to have different positioning. I don't know if they really work well together in terms of a herd, because this guy's obviously standing still and these two are fully in motion. You can't really get away from this leg positioning, so that's about all you can do with those. But I do like that there is a variation, so you can use them in different you know, circumstances, I guess, when you're playing. And 3 different paint jobs here. So we got this orange and the darker brown, then you have the lighter brown and a darker brown, and then you have the tan and then a light brown, we'll say. So they work well together. I like all 3 versions. So there you have it, the Battle Damage Gallimimus that you can find at Walmart. There it is. I like it. It has a few issues. I don't love the positioning of all of this at the moment. I think, you know, it's the arms are very long. Maybe if they were a little bit more sort of like these ones, but not as cramped. But they're a little long, and then the legs obviously have an issue when it comes to posing them. It's sturdy enough as it is, but it doesn't necessarily look like it's going to stand up completely. So I do like the neck positioning and the battle damage, but what are you going to do? It's kind of a mixed bag when it comes to this creature. There you have it though. I hope you enjoyed this video. Tell me what you think. Do you like the battle damage? Do you like this figure, or do you like the other Gallimimus? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can get all of our updates when they come out. Make sure to tell your friends, comment below. Thank you so much for watching, and enjoy.